Twitch chat's really out here today. If you guys want to see huge Minion Difference win, put HMD win in the chat. If you want to see Iron Dragon win, you know what to do. It's an ID win for them. I'm going to see what the chat thinks today. We do have quite a few out here, even though it's a little early. But we are now here sitting in the Champion Select, trying our best to get things rolling right along. The very first ban of the day is huge Minion Difference taking out the Tarek. Maybe looking to take away any possible funnel strats.
That prevents a lot of dive strategies on bot side. Gragas is meant for CCO.
We did see some solid performance from the Gragas. I mean, from CCO on the Gragas. I'm losing words this morning. I wonder why the Aphelios keeps coming out. Although we did see Lai Shilu play very, very well on the Aphelios last time, I personally I don't know. I don't have a strong spot for Aphelios right now. Although Lai Shilu did say in our last interview with him that getting the Aphelios was one of the win conditions, but
yeah, his Aphelios was absolutely dominating the game during the week 1 against Julia Duck, and I still go back to the game and say, wow. As an AD carry main for myself, I never was able to play Aphelios that well. So.
And the final bans being Vel'Koz and LeBlanc. We did see Candy go almost unkilled in the preseason with that LeBlanc. So I mean, it's no wonder that they would take that away in the first set of bans. But we do see Minion Difference pulling out the Poppy, making sure that no gap closing champions are out there. We did see them win the game with the Poppy last week, which came in clutch a couple of times, making sure that a certain Zac player was unable to really play the game. And now we see the response coming in with a Darius pick on the side of Iron Dragon, as well as an Elise to still pull off some really tasty looking dives.
Yeah, that is a very aggressive pick. I thought he'll pick Trundle, but Elise is a very good pick, but very aggressive.
I don't see Iron Dragons picking Trundle because they do play a very team-oriented style of game, and I feel like Trundle's more of like a solo queue kind of pick, even though he can do really well in those kinds of situations. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, Trundle can be good against Poppy to take out with the ult to take out all those armors and magic resist. But again, Elise is more of early game pressure pick, and I'm looking forward to see what he can pull off with the Elise. Lux is picked for huge Minion Difference.
We see the Lux Ezreal, so with those 3 picks alone, it's going to be very difficult. Unless like Elise currently lands a Cocoon, it's going to be very difficult for her to even hit the Ezreal to hit the Lux, maybe, depending on the positioning. But we do see a Vayne, so now a Minion Difference has to be very careful into the kind of tanks that they pick up, if they even opt in for another tank. Because what they have left is a possible mid laner, possible support, and a jungler.
Yeah, after the Vayne buff, I've been hearing a lot that Vayne got really good at this point.
It was more so the meta shifting towards Vayne than her actual power coming in, because like especially with the shift towards a tank meta, Vayne's always going to do well into a tank meta, because the percent HP damage is invaluable. You can't get any better than Vayne to shred a tank with, especially once she's got Blade of the Ruin King.
Lulu is banned to try and stop Vayne from scaling hard.
And there's the Zac ban, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
A little weird seeing the Zac ban. Given the fact that they have the Darius and the Vayne to kind of ignore a lot of those tank stats, but even the early game pressure of Elise can out pressure a Zac really well early into the game. So I'm wondering what the thought process was there on that. And then finishing off the ban list, we do see the Orianna taken out. And
Yeah.
we saw Candy. Candy actually performed very well on the Orianna last week. We did see that as well. Pulled a lot of very, very clutch ultimates. A lot of 8k elo shockwaves is what we're used to seeing from Candy.
Janna is picked for Iron Dragons.
Opting into the Janna means that there currently aren't a lot of options on the side of Iron Dragon to engage, so they might be looking to make like a counter engage comp, but I don't know. Just getting Janna through the early game right now is really the big thing. So I really want to see like a really big engage, like somebody who can either poke really hard or engage really hard from the mid lane on the side of Iron Dragons is what I would like to see.
Seems like on the huge minion difference, I think they're opting into some kind of poking composition, but again, and that must be a Poppy jungle.
I'm ready. I'm excited to see that. Because seeing the Poppy jungle means that there will be quite a bit. Because I'm not sure, like I'm not really well informed on how well Poppy does in the jungle in terms of like, in comparison to other junglers. Because I do see a lot of it, but I don't like know enough about it. And we are seeing I'm Candy on the rise, most likely.
Yep. So, Iron Dragon picked a very heavy scaling composition. So as huge minion difference. So probably this game will go into a very late game.
Wait a minute. Are we seeing Morgana jungle here?
Oh.
Is huge minion difference pulling out the Morgana jungle?
I lost a couple of games against Morgana jungle, and I feel like I'm a idiot not to think that a Morgana can go jungle in this game.
I didn't think that we would see a Morgana jungle on a competitive-ish scene, you know, on a competitive scene. I haven't been keeping up with the LCS either, or like the pros. Like, have you seen any of them doing that?
No, not that I can remember. But her jungle clearing is absolutely crazy. I first ignored or disrespected that Morgana jungle pick in my game, and she literally dominated the game.
Actually, in the games that I've seen it, even at my elo, I've seen it do very well. Well, before I fell from Diamond this season, but you know, that's besides the point.
And also, I think Morgana pick can also can stop Elise from diving either or more on bot side, since I don't think Elise will try and dive top side against Poppy.
I actually don't know how that interaction works. Does it stop the repel?
No, but the cocoon can be blocked. I'm not sure if Morgana will be there every time.
Yeah, the cocoon can be blocked, and having the Morgana actually might be the make or break for this game, because Morgana is able to just negate the root from Rise, negate the cocoon from Elise, and which is really the two big ones, and then even like maybe a knockup from Janna. Like, those are all going to be really huge, and not to mention just having the AP shield in the first place.
Yep.
Against the high burst Rise and the high burst Elise, it's going to be dampening their damage depending on the situation of the fights.
And also, huge minion difference will be able to disengage probably every single fight if Iron Dragon tries to engage, since there's not much that Iron Dragons can do in the late game to try and engage on huge minion difference.
Well, even looking, I mean, both teams have quite a bit of disengage. Like, the Janna is an obscenely strong disengaged champion. The Rise can peel for himself, the Vayne can peel for herself, the Elise can repel away if she really needs to. Darius is really the only one who doesn't really have any disengage, but everybody on the side of Minion Difference actually does have a form of disengage or like protection for them between the Morgana Lux combo, which is a really disgusting combo in and of itself, with the double bind, We've got Lux's shields. We've got Ezreal's arcane shift. We have Gangplank's barrels, who give him a ton of move speed, and we have the Poppy ultimate just for the disengage if we really need it.
Yep. When I look at the Rise pick, I still remember the Skizz's Rise.
Yeah, that was dirty. Skizz's Rise is dirty. I didn't know what I was watching. I was very sad. I was scared. I wouldn't want to play against that. But with the spectator delay coming off now, and we will shortly be getting into game. Now that you've seen them, are you still going with Iron Dragon?
Yeah, I'll keep my bet.
I'm still gonna go with our underdogs here with a huge minion difference because there's no reason. I think they got it.
But I think if Huge Minion Difference can get a lead on bot lane, I'll probably say Huge Minion Difference will win the game.
We have some new subs coming in from Monochrome, Dreamcast, and Angeloid. Thank you all for the subs. We love you guys. What is happening in chat right now? Holy, we had a lot of controversy going in between Iron Dragon and Huge Minion Difference. This is the kind of things I like to see. But let's see. Coming in from this mid lane, or not even the mid lane in general, because we do see the Grasp of the Undying Gangplank. But
Says
other than
that.
that, I don't think I see anything else that's too wild as far as rune choices and and summoner spell choices.
Yep.
Although that's a really odd combination in the bot lane for Iron Dragons opting for with the Mai Shalu opting into the cleanse and Lola Chest opting into ignite into a what really is a poke lane.
I think she's trying to get away from double binds from Lux and Morgana.
Which is fair, but it's like not having the heal might prove to be a detriment than anything else, especially when you are a level 6 Janna who has plenty of healing in her ultimate. I'm really like excited to see how this jungle matchup plays out between the Morgana and the Elise, because I actually do not know the clear speed of Morgana.
Morgana will definitely clear faster than Elise in the early to mid game. Elise she'll probably have to focus more on ganks.
No 5-point start to start out this game feels really bad. Maybe one day we'll see a 5-point start. I'm being claimed that we're BMing the Morgana jungle. I've done no such thing.
I'm more interested to see how Shadow Jumper performs on his Gangplank.
Yeah, that's like the real hot spot is watching Shadow Jumper against Candy here in the mid lane. Because seeing the grass with the Undying and just having that up constantly, able to just poke him out, maybe poke him out, and continually stack that extra health.
Now the Q from Gangplank did a lot of damage.
No,
But getting chunked out.
Dreamcast gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much for the gifted subs.
Hype Train got up to level 4, so that's insane.
CCO getting spotted out here by Intramami using the Scrying Orb to find him there in the right bush, but now a fight starting out. CCO able to steal away the Scuttle Crab, landing the bind onto Intramami. Intramami in a very bad position, probably going to try to flash this wall, but is going to run right into Bo there for the first blood. I'm Candy, unable to do anything about it, almost getting binded by CCO again. Could have been really bad for them, but it turns out to be a huge win.
Bo took a kill, CCO took the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah. It's a very strong start looking out here so far from Huge Minion Difference.
Yeah, when Morgana gets the lead as a jungle, she literally snowballs the game.
And you were right in the aspect where Elise had only Intramami only did 3 camps, but so did CCO's Morgana. But CCO was ready way before Intramami's Elise.
Yeah, Morgana took both Scuttle Crabs, so she'll hit level 6 pretty fast.
And even despite seeing CCO there on the ward, the bind coming out and missing anyway through Laijalu's tumble, but still getting hit by the Lux bind from SJ Cap and taking quite a bit of damage, just not even caring about all that extra poke damage with the 3v2.
It's funny how Morgana was keep autoing the Vayne to get that
The Dark Harvest stack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that like that's not usually some decision that we usually see from Laijalu. But although Laijalu did opt into the door and shield, and Ancient Mommy's coming down, so they will be able to sustain it. Ancient Mommy here with a no mana Lux, forcing out the barrier from SJ Kappa to keep him healthy.
They should have saw Elise coming down to bot lane with that Scuttle Crab, so. And they know that they don't have a vision around the bush.
Not exactly. If you hug that inside wall,
Did he? Did
if
he
you hug
hug?
the inside wall, yeah, he hugged the inside wall. Like if you see the one, like the wall near the
Oh
blast,
yeah.
if you hug that wall, you don't get spotted by the Scuttle Crab there, which is exactly the path that Ancient Mommy took to make sure that he didn't get seen. And
You're right. Yeah.
It's the same thing on the top side of the map as well. If you hug that inside wall, coming in from like blue side's blue buff into the top lane, you don't get spotted by that ward. Or by the Scuttle Crab. It's a very niche thing, but it's very important with the gank coming in from Ancient Mommy, forcing out the flash from Shadow Jumper, which will keep him healthy enough to stay in lane. Teleport was still an option here, in case he was able to, but Candy does hit level 6 first, so he has to be really careful now. It seems CCO is trying to solo the dragon. I don't think that's going to work out too well, trying new things. The pink is seeing there, but it was actually, I didn't even know that Morgana would be able to solo the dragon like that. Like this is just like new all over for me.
Yeah, she can do a lot of damage against jungle camps. I also was surprised to see how fast she clears.
Yeah, she clears really fast now that I'm really paying attention to it.
And she managed to take another Scuttle Crab, forcing Elise to. Yep.
That's 3 Scuttle Crabs going over to CCO, and Ancient Mommy hasn't gotten 1. So the XP difference is actually massive right now, with CCO being an entire level above.
I think Morgana will be able to hit level 6 if we take another camp.
After those Krugs, they're definitely going to be. She's definitely going to be level 6, Morgana, and hopefully we'll see something coming out here. Bo looking like is definitely winning out here in the top lane right now. Is going to have a slight XP lead, and has the Vammy Cinder to help push it. But otherwise, everything else has been calm ever since that level 2, level 3 that happened there in the jungle. And it seems like Bo might be trying to set up a freeze, but not exactly. Gonna probably force the teleport out. But we'll see. Bot lane a little bit of setup going on. CCO is sitting here in the alcove waiting for them. and is in a perfect position to go around. The Condemn comes out to pin the Ezreal to it. Kirue eating that Condemn doesn't even matter. Lai Sha Lu gonna go down there, not ready for CCO to be there. And that's another Dark Harvest stack for CCO's Morgana. Now at 3.
It was really hard for Iron Dragon to tell where Morgana is since they don't really have any jungle vision around both top and bot side.
And without that vision, it's very difficult to track a jungler. So, and they played it very aggressive despite not having it. Seems
and we lost Bo.
Struggling out here a little bit. A quick reconnect means that we're probably going to see a quick start back to the game. But even with that in mind, it is just really interesting to see how, although Minion Difference is up 1,000 gold right now, it's going to be, there hasn't been a single tower plate taken yet, I don't think, unless I have missed the one in the bot lane, which I will be able to see shortly when the game unpauses.
Yeah, but I think they'll take one plate on the bot lane for sure. Not sure about bottom mid. There is not much.
And Ancient Mommy trying to answer back, not quite level 6 yet, but walking up into the Rift Herald, and Candy looks like they want to come over, but not really. So CCO might be able. I don't think CCO will make it in time, especially if he stops for the blue buff. Yep. So that's the first Rift Herald going to go over to Iron Dragon, and we've seen Iron Dragon do a lot of really big plays with the Rift Herald before. Heading into the top lane with Bo absolutely decimating Kindred up here. And now Mami is in a really bad spot. He is able to land the bind, and Candy also here, but almost able to take down, forcing the flash from CCO. Will not get that kill, but Bo is now in a position to kill Ancient Mommy if they're able to get the E. Able to get the charge, but at the cost, and still able to take down Ancient Mommy before heading out. So now that is a third kill coming over to huge Minion Difference. Really playing the vision well, able to spot them out, and really rotate properly to cover each other.
Yeah, CCO wasn't able to react with her Black Shield, but again, that was still a lot of damage coming down from Morgana with her Runic Echoes being completed.
And like I said, it's going to be a huge difference with when Morgana has her Black Shield, but CCO doesn't even have a point into the Black Shield.
Yep, and this was what I was saying. Morgana is snowballing the game so fast at this point.
CCO taking quite a bit of damage, even taking a tower shot there. But I think the most interesting part about this game is that there hasn't been a single tower plate taken in 10 minutes.
Yeah, she forced out a lot of flash on all lanes, or not on top lane, but on bot and mid. And that's actually giving a lot of advantage to the laners.
Yeah, there's no flashes available for Iron Dragons at all, and there won't be for a couple of minutes now. But flashes are available from Shadow Jumper, Kirue, and Bo, so there are a lot of plays that could be made. The Morgana jungle proving to be very, very powerful in this game so far.
Yep, Morgana is clearing faster, and also she's putting up more ganks.
More ganks and more pressure overall than the Elise. Ancient Mommy opting to drop the Rift Herald here in the mid lane with no other minions available, which means that there will be 2 tower plates going over to Ancient Mommy, 160 gold to them and to Candy.
Yep, I don't think Iron Dragons will be able to contest this dragon.
I think Iron Dragons is able to contest this dragon, but it's going to forcibly... Oh, Lai Sha Lu stepping up a little far. It looks like Lai Sha Lu wants to 3v1. Not quite having Lol to chest there to help out and taking a lot of damage because of it. But now it seems as though CCO is probably going to go down here. Oh, not quite. Actually able to kill Lai Sha Lu in return. And then Shadow Jumper taking quite a bit of damage, and Kiroi looking to see if they can sit here and pick off Lol to chest, but not quite, waiting out the Janus shield. Another like fiery exchange. I think like once they made that change to Morgana's ultimate to the Soul Shackles to give her extra move speed towards enemy champions that she chained, I think that is actually what allowed her to escape that.
Yep, and when she engages with the Chilling Smite and ultimate, her movement speed is going to be
yeah, because
yeah.
when you do it with the Chilling Smite, it is 20% of their move speed. So you're reducing. So it's a 40% move speed change in between yours and theirs. So that on top of the extra 5% means that you're gaining 45% move speed towards a champion that you have Soul Shackles on. And she used that move speed to dodge out a couple of key abilities there.
Yep, and Morgana still able to keep the level difference against Elise.
Still up a level and definitely up farm.
Yeah, CCO will hit level 9 with this Krug. Yep, and there goes 2 level difference.
Lai Shalu seeming to be in once again another bad position with CCO sitting here in the bot lane, getting hit by the Lux SJ capping his Lux Spine.
Yeah, at least they have a cleanse and flash up now, but
SJ Captain is here, and so is CCO. They're looking to see if they can make something happen here. The Condemn not exactly doing the thing it was supposed to do. The Cutlass being forced out. Vine landing on to lull the chest.
That's actually a lot of damage coming out from Lux and Morgana.
Yep, with the Lux bind lasting for 2 seconds, and then the Morgana bind currently lasting for 2.25 seconds. It made it very easy, like once one lands, to hit the other one. Oh my god, that Lux Morgana combination, forcing out both the cleanse and the flash from Lai Shalu. And getting picked off by the True Shot Barrage from Kiroi. Lai Shalu not looking too good this game. Definitely not what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, imagine, or Iron Dragons, sorry. They don't know how to stop the snowball at this point against that Morgana jungle.
Bows coming out seeming like they're gonna find Ancient Mami here in the jungle alongside Kindred. But the Cocoon not landing means that Bo's gonna escape with his life and able to walk back up into this top lane. And now that Bo has that 2-kill lead despite being even in CS, it's really weird. But it's like it's gonna be very difficult for Bo to even like try to contest. Not for Bo, for Kindred to even contest Bo here.
At least they took some vision around the blue side jungle against huge minion difference. So
I wish that ward was a little bit further over to the right so you can see everything over here, but with the way that one ward is placed from I guess
that's the effect from the mountain drake as well, blocking that passage with that rock.
And we do see the pinks coming out, but not like any overly aggressive ones, just that one that's there that's kind of getting destroyed by that mountain. But CCO is opting to start off this Rift Herald with Ancient Mami on the way over.
I don't think they can contest on this. Now that Morgana's and Poppy scaled, and Flash coming out from Elise.
Bo just sprinting at Mach 9 towards Ancient Mami, forcing that flash out means that there will be a significantly less safe Elise, but Lai Shalu is just stepping up way too far with that lull to chest and just immediately getting exploded. This is not the kind of gameplay that we're used to seeing from Lai Shalu.
That was a bit aggressive, knowing that Lux even has both of her summoner spells up, and Ezreal already got Mount Immune and Sheen.
Only to Lai Shalu's Blade of the Ruined King and not even finish boots. This is really, really looking bad for Iron Dragons right now. Although Iron Candy seems to be looking okay, able to chunk out CCO to a point to where he's forced to back off. And Kirway picks off Lol to chest there with the quick
That
EQ.
barrel from Shadow Jumper was clean.
It was huge. The invisible barrels are great. Like Shadow Jumper really proving his proficiency on the gangplank, and also just keeping up with Candy's rise. Although not being down 30 CS due to all of the jungle pressure, has not died and is keeping quite a good pace.
They already stacked 3 dragons at 18 minutes, meaning that they'll be able to get the Dragon Soul by 23.
Mm-hmm.
That's super fast.
Blue buff going over to CCO, which means that CCO will be able to sustain. Huh. Candy looking to find some vision there on that top side of the jungle, seeing maybe opting in to try to get that next, but the 20 CS difference might also be, or the 30 CS difference might also be come from Candy, coming in and taking these Raptors almost on cooldown. But with 3 members of Minion Difference here in mid lane, they can't really do anything, and it looks like in the bot side,
they should be really careful when they're trying to walk into the bush that doesn't have a vision when you're facing against Fed Morgana.
Yup, because it just turned into another kill onto Lol to chest, and it just like the Iron Dragon's bot lane is really and their jungle are really falling apart today. I don't really I'm not used to seeing this kind of stuff. Elijah Lu might opt in for this because the rise is on the way.
Teleport coming down from Shadow Jumper.
And it doesn't look like Elijah Lu is going to be able to get anything here, even with Candy. And it's now is a 2v3 situation with SJ Kappen here. The Gangplank ultimate coming out. And now Candy looking like to be in a pretty bad spot, but able to put down quite a bit of damage. CCO is now here as well as Lol to chest. Lol to chest going to explode almost immediately to the burst damage coming from Morgana, and SJ Kappen picks up the kill. Lux ultimate coming out, not hitting a single person. Vine landing onto Turbo to Kindred here, sorry. And it seems as though once again, now that is 10 kills on the side of Huge Minion Difference, and it doesn't seem like they're going to stop anytime soon.
Rise was able to do some significant damage, but that wasn't enough against the burst damage coming from the Gangplank and also the Morgana.
And now Kirei is halfway through his man is more than halfway through his mana immune at about 440 stacks.
Israel has 2,500 gold in his pocket, so probably he's going to finish the
Triforce.
Triforce. Or he can opt into the gauntlet really if he wants to, but if he wants to be more aggressive, yeah.
I don't think the Iceborne is necessary, especially with the lead that they have. I think that Huge Minion Difference, yep, opting into the Triforce just pushes their lead.
And again, I just wanted to say that there was a questionable play from Elijah Lu. Even if she took the tower, they lost so much from her aggressive plays or greedy plays.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to seeing like this kind of this level of misplay coming from Iron Dragons, especially their bot lane. Their bot lane is usually like they usually play through bot mid, and although the mid lane seems to be doing just fine, up 40 CS on Shadow Jumper's Gangplank, it's really their bot lane that has fallen apart really hard to the point to where it makes this game extremely difficult. Now down almost 5,000, a little over 5,000 gold.
My track record of losing all my bets is coming to this game again.
Because it looks like I'm gonna get my first win here, because this is the first upset, I would say, of the split.
Yep, Dragon is coming down in another minute or minute, I think. It'll probably come at like 23-minute marks. And that should be an easy soul for huge minion difference. And I think if they take the Mountain Drake soul, there's absolutely no damage to chunk out Poppy, even if it's Vayne.
Yeah, no, Vayne does true damage. Vayne will always be able to shred through champions.
Yeah, but huge minion difference will be able to burst enemies faster.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm just saying if Iron Dragons gets into a point to where Lai Xiaolu can actually not explode immediately, then I think it'll work out. I think it'll be okay for them. But I think they just give up the Dragon Soul. I think their best bet is to give up the Dragon Soul here. Like
They need to try and scale it until like 40 minutes mark.
Because if they can grab the Elder Dragon, and automatically or even the Baron, like those two things, either one of those two things can put them back in this game relatively easy. But with huge minion difference just grouping up, they really want to try to end this game quickly before anything else can happen. With their 5,000 gold lead as a team, and like I said, Lai Xiaolu is able to half him out, but it doesn't even matter. Getting hit by a Lux Spine and forcing the cleanse out is just not what you want to see from Lai Xiaolu.
It's going to be really difficult for Vayne to actually make any plays against that composition, given that Vayne is known for her really short attack range.
CCO heading in, making a very aggressive play, calling on the Soul Shackles as well as popping the Zanyas, able to escape with his life. Candy just sitting there and having the cooldowns, but not popping the SJ cap in there. But now Candy and Angel Mami out here, not able to find Kirue with just enough CC, or just short of the CC chain that they wanted, which would have spelled a death for Kirue.
Morgana stacked 13 Dark Harvests at 24 minutes. That's really fast.
Yeah, that's absurd. That's absurd. That's a lot of extra damage. Like, you would usually see that more so towards like the 30-minute mark, but that is about 5 minutes earlier to that. But with the Elder Dragon up in another 4 minutes and the Baron is the only neutral objective on the map, it seems as though CCO is going to back and probably try to have huge minion difference try to set this up here.
Morgana's E is doing more damage than Janna's heal from the Monsoon.
You mean that's from the soil?
Yeah, Tournament Soil.
That's her W, friend.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm still not fully wake up or woken up.
I woke up 10 minutes before showtime, so what is your excuse?
Well, I woke up at I think 15 minutes before the game.
Alright, so we're both in the same boat. SJ Captain sitting here, Bo getting spotted out by the Janna Tornado from both chests. But it seems as though with Kindred there on the bot side of the map, it doesn't seem as though there's going to be enough there to contest the vision on Iron Dragon's top side.
Honestly, at this point, Elise is really... There's not much that Elise can do in this game. While Morgana will be able to make more plays.
Yeah, it's to the point where Ancient Mami is even opting into a tankish build. It looks like it's going to go for... Whoa. And even on the top side of the map, we see getting picked off yet again his little chest is Janna. A lot of damage coming out.
I have to say, the Lux Binding her accuracy is pretty good this game.
And Gangplank is doing Gangplank things. Shadow Jumper is out here split pushing bot lane. The Rise ultimate coming in, probably bringing only Candy, not even taking Kindred with them, which means Shadow Jumper is probably gonna be able to get away with this. Wait, but the Ghost? Oh my God, Shadow Jumper is really on point with that Gangplank today. Not even needing a Ghost, not even needing anything besides his own mechanics to make sure that he doesn't get caught out here.
And that gave a free Baron for huge minion difference.
As expected. When you send two people down against the Gangplank, he did his job like perfectly. Unable to catch him out while also picking up a neutral objective with the numbers advantage that they had on the top side of the map.
Yeah, 0 death from Candy, but I don't think Rise can do much.
Just trying to get the death cap together.
At least he took 260 CS at 27 minutes, so
The CS is where it should be. Is really almost at 10 per minute, which is what you want to see for, in a game like this. But it doesn't matter with the XP differences and the gold differences between everybody on huge minion difference in the lead. It's not gonna work out too well.
now Huge Minion Difference will be able to poke out enemy champions easily.
The two Nexus not two inhibitor turrets seem to be going down. Candy is trying to really push the ball off because, like I said, after a certain point, Vayne is just going to be able to shred any and all tanks. I think the only one that she can't shred is Nasus because of that attack speed slow. Getting hit by the bind cure away. I mean, Lai Lu getting just deleted, absolutely deleted yet again. And it seems as though Lolta Chess able to escape barely with his life. Bo might be the
Nice
first
Stark shield coming down from CCO.
I always thought that Lux Morgana was a disgusting combination, and now that one of them is able to jungle, it's now actually significantly more viable.
Yep, and Elder Dragon coming down in 30 seconds. And that should be free for Huge Minion Difference. And I think if they take the Elder Drag, they'll be able to finish the game with it.
I would agree, and now, especially with two inhibitors already down and they haven't even backed yet, while also being able to pick up Lai Lu. Uh-oh, it seems as though SJ Kappa might be the first death of the game, and they will be the first death that that Iron Dragon is able to pick up. Right before the Elder Dragon too, which means that they might be able to contest it if they're able to walk out like now, but with the way that Kiroi is pressuring this tower, I don't think they're going to be able to move from there.
Yeah, they have actually absolutely no vision around it to contest. And that's a questionable flash coming down from Candy.
Was trying to grab Kiroi before he was able to arcane shift and flash away.
Yeah, I must say
but it doesn't even matter. They're going to pick up the Elder Dragon and turn right on to Lolta Chess. Lolta Chess going to get exploded by Bo, and everybody else is just running away.
Yeah, that's the first death coming down for Candy.
Like he was like, something has to happen, so I have to make something happen. It's just not.
Bo is just dancing around enemy Nexus.
Bo is just no fucks, nothing given right now.
That's a 3 inhibitor, and I think that should be a game.
Well, they can't really stop anybody with Candy and Lolta Chess dead in a 3v5 with the Elder Dragon Poppy.
Now that's a huge upset coming down from Huge Minion Difference.
Yeah, that was really not what we're used to seeing. And in a 30-minute game, Huge Minion Difference, which is my pick of the game, was able to take down the Titans of Iron Dragon, who, again, just not a performance that we're used to seeing from them. Although the perfect game was taken away from Huge Minion Difference, which this is like something that we've never seen here in the Ascendant League series. Iron Dragon have given, but I'm happy because I love seeing upsets. That's just me. I love seeing upsets.
Yeah, Morgana managed to do most damage in the game.
Yeah, CCO really putting out why Morgana Jungle is a viable pick and why it's as strong as it is, able to completely take over the game and make sure that all 3 lanes were able to run them over. Like Morgana Jungle apparently, when in CCO's hands, is able to out pressure, out farm, and outplay an Elise, Ancient Mommy's Elise.
Yeah, it wasn't just a snowball; it was an avalanche.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that snowball was absolutely out of control. So I heard that maybe we're gonna be able to get CCO in here for an interview. Maybe, I hope so. That's what I'm being told.
Yep.
We'll give that another minute, but in the CCO.
Indeed.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. You know, feeling pretty confident.
Feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good after beating last season's Titans of the
This is the second time I've actually beat them with Morgana jungle. We scrimmed against them, and I guess they didn't respect it enough.
I guess not.
Just
But
need to remind them.
wow, well that's aggressive. But let's see. My first question is the Morgana jungle pick. Like how confident were you in the champion select that was going to be what you were doing?
Our team was between two junglers, really. It was Kayn and Morgana, but after they had enough CC, it came down to if I wasn't ahead, the Black Shield is still invaluable. It's always going to be good on the carry. And if I am ahead, as we saw that game, then you just see them get absolutely destroyed.
And I noticed that you didn't even opt into it until level 10. I don't think you put a point into it until like level 10.
Yeah, listen, I got a bit greedy, and I think it was actually level 9 because I needed it for the team fight. My scaling was weird, but that's because we had enough of a lead, and there's nothing they could have done. Shame we almost had a perfect game as well, though.
Yeah, how did it feel like not getting the perfect game though?
I think I'm more disappointed over not getting the perfect game than I was over last season.
Yeah, you could have get the Magi's like logs and just stack
listen,
it.
I'm not singed. I don't need to be that toxic. But listen, just wait till you see my AP Nar jungle.
AP Nar jungle. Apparently, that's what we have to look out for next.
Oh wait, oh no. Commitment issues, panic.
Commitment issues? We'll see it. You said it. It's out there. It's out there.
Yeah, we'll see. Depends on who we're up against.
On who we're up against? Okay, hopefully
listen, there's some teams where I'm allowed to troll against. Sadly, ID isn't really one of them.
We're not allowed to troll against it. Proceeds to pick Morgana jungle, which apparently is not a troll pick.
Do you see that game? Did you see the pressure?
I watched it. I enjoyed watching all of it, actually.
Not only did here's the thing, Elise is supposedly a top tier jungler. Not only was she out farmed almost the entire game, but in terms of gank relevancy, huge. In terms of team rotation, we just had them there as well. Truly, it was definitely like not just team effort, but as much as I'm just raving on about Morgana jungle, if everyone on the team played phenomenal today.
Yeah,
and I have to agree with you.
Vayne took cleanse, but I think you didn't really care, even if
again, they did that last time I played Morgana jungle, and it was the same result. They just didn't respect
say that the cleanse was also just really interesting, and again, I'm happy for you guys. I just want to see good games, and that was definitely a fun one.
That was a landslide for sure.
Well. With that, I'm going to take my leave, and with final words, team difference or huge minion difference.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now you're saying that Magi is too troll.
Oh my god, that was he said that team difference, a little toxic we got going on here, little competition. I like seeing it. I feel a little of the double if running off on him, but this is fine. Huge minion difference. Huge minion difference. Not even team difference from what I hear. But on that note, that is a perfect spot to stop for this game. Up next we have Trigger Happy against Glacial Rising Phoenix. I don't think I've seen them play. I don't think I've seen Glacial Rising Phoenix yet. So it's going to be they were Abusement Park recently, so I was just not informed that they had changed their team name. So it's going to be another great game to watch. So after we take this quick one to head into, we will see you all in a few with Game 2 of the Ascendant League series. Once again, I am your host, Brown and Autumn, with my co-host here, who I will allow him to do his own sign-off.
And Life Feather, sorry, I'm still in a sleep.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.